Hey, you guys, welcome back to Naughty Love Movement. It's your girl, Nikki. And today, I'm bringing opportunities for advertisement on my channel. If anyone is interested, they can email us at naughtylove2020@gmail.com. Our prices are affordable and reasonable. And please reach out to us. We can start our videos with any commercials that you would like us to advertise. I look forward to hearing from you. I'm out. One. Good evening, Naughty Crew. Welcome back to my channel, Naughty Love Movement. It's your host, Naughty. Bring you the latest and trending topics. And of course, I blog my life. All right. Thank you all for joining me this evening. I'm so happy I was able to do a live this evening. So much going on. And let me tell y'all something. 50 has caused an upset, an uproar on these internet streets, baby. Okay, because let me tell you something. 50 is consistent. He invented trolling. He has taken careers with his trolling. We're going to get into all of it tonight, Naughty Crew. So please make sure you are liking this video as you're loading up in the room, sharing my live out, okay, and engaging with the channel, leaving comments. I want to hear from you. I really want to know what my Naughty Crew thinks about this whole situation. But the internet has been consistently erupting since December 2nd. Yes, Naughty Crew. Yes. 50 May hit dogs holler, baby. Thumbs up this video, share this live out, and of course, donations are definitely appreciated. We do not work for free over here at the Naughty Love Movement, but everything is appreciated over here. So if you are not able to donate, no big deal. I just need you to share and like the video and leave comments. All right. All of these ways are free ways to support the channel and it helps us get into the algorithm. All right. And as you all know, I had to take a little hiatus. You know what I mean? So I got to get back in the algorithm. I need the help of my naughty crew to make that happen. How's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling? Also, I just want to remind y'all that I do still sell the head wraps, the African head wraps. That has not gone anywhere. Hit me up in my DMs. Make sure y'all following me on all the socials, all right? I'm on Instagram, TikTok, everything. But if you want head wraps, please hit me up on my Instagram, all right? I hope everybody is doing well this evening. I hope everybody's having a good time preparing for the holidays. Some people are choosing not to participate. I don't blame you. Keep your money in your pocket. Yes, we need to go into 2026 saving our money, keeping our money in our pockets, and making sure we're getting to the levels of home ownership, owning stocks, bonds, having investment, increasing our value. Yes, let me say what's up to y'all. Hey, CC Boo. Thank y'all for joining me. Hey, Tails. Long time, Tails. Thank you for coming back. Who else I have in here? BJ Buzzkill. Hey. JaRule, what's going on? How's everybody doing? And Bright Eyes. Oh, beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me. Now, I've dropped a few links before the live started. I dropped my Cash App link. Okay, we're gonna pin that. That's important. Okay. That's the wrong one. And I also dropped the link for Acorns. I've been talking to my naughty crew. If you're interested in finding new ways of saving, Acorn is the way to go. You ever thought about investing your change, the change that you use? I mean, what are you really doing with the change? I know for myself, I put a lot of change. I have a little piggy bank for myself, but why not invest it and help that change grow? And I am having a lot of success with Acorn. I dropped the link, okay? The key is the referral program. So they always have different promotions for you to share with your friends and family. Why not invest your change and have your money from growing all different ways? It's just another stream of income. I dropped the link. Please check out the website. All right. The link is in the chat. Please check out the website. And the bonus is that they give you, that's where it's at, okay? Because sometimes they would be giving away like $1,500. Why not? If you can get 4 people to sign up, that's a free $1,500. And that benefit continues to pass on to everyone. Even if you refer one person, you'll get $5 to invest. And I'm telling you, I'm seeing my money grow. Bottom line. All right. So maybe one day we'll set a live aside and we could all get into the website. This is not a scam. I ain't for it. Okay. But the link is in the chat for Acorns. Check it out. I mean, they just take your change that you spend. So if you spend $3.50, they invest the 50 cents. All right. So what they do is they store up your change until it gets to $5 or whatever. And so they start investing it and your money starts growing. I think it's a great option for savings, and they do all the work for you. There is a small monthly fee. It's only like $3.99, but you refer one person a month, that'll take care of that fee. I'm just saying, we got to work smarter, Naughty Crew. We got to work smarter so we can be on the levels of I'm about dollars. What the fuck is 50 cent on the levels of 50 cent, half dollar? Okay. And I know 50 is not everybody fan, but there's a lot of haters out here trying to get at 50. They mad at him dropping this documentary. They mad at him for exposing Diddy, even though he has been doing this for the past like 20 plus years. Okay, he's been exposing Diddy. All 50 doing is being consistent. But Marlon Wayans, JaRule, Dame Dash, y'all got all this smoke for 50 for dropping this documentary. Where was the energy for Diddy being the jerk off that he is? You see the double standards? And now it's turning into this whole narrative. Don't kick a black man when he down. Well, Diddy was stomping out everybody, including Cassie, his mama, allegedly. Okay, Naughty Crew, allegedly. Where was all this energy? And half this ish be behind the bitches, the video hoes. It be behind the video hoes. Come on. Everybody knows most of hip-hop beef is rooted behind females. Tell me I'm wrong, Naughty Crew. Tell me I am wrong. But everybody is hating on my man 50, my favorite troll. Do I agree with everything he do? No.
And I want to say thank you in case I don't thank you enough.
50 brother, my best advice to you is embrace your haters, because all these people speaking out, maybe outside of Marlon Wayans, which I really doubt, they not even on your level on the financial scale. But he been whooping their behinds all day long on these internet streets, on Beyonce's internet, because 50 said, I ain't scared. I ain't scared. 50 said, I'm going to drop kick you hoes. Y'all come for me. Y'all come for me. Thumbs up the video. He ain't scared. He ain't scared. But I tell you, all these MFers speaking out. None of them was speaking out when that Cassie video dropped. Okay? Now, we're going to get into 50 Cent, Marlon Wayans, and JaRule. And also, I want to get into Cassie's Escort that is speaking out and suing her. We went over this the other day. The judge has granted him other means to serve her because apparently Cassie has been avoiding his suit. All right. And so this where you have the other side of the coin coming out, because you can't open Pandora's box without consequence. That's just my opinion. Okay. And I want to give it to, shout out to Couture Bay. Bree Boo. Love you, boo. I know you probably sleep over there in Asia, child, but I got to give props where props is due. Shout out to Couture Bay, because she was very consistent after the lawsuit dropped with Cassie, that Cassie was not innocent. Cassie was not innocent. And remember, she used to say, I don't trust that husband or hers either. So I give credit where credit due. I never proclaim I'm completely right about anything. And y'all know this. All opinions are definitely welcome. Like, challenge me. Show me another side. But Couture Bay wasn't only saying it. Also, Choke No Joke was saying it. And Chopper from the band. Mm-hmm. He was revealing a lot over there. What was he on? The Art of Dialogue. Okay. And I'm saying, is anybody perfect? No. Okay. At the end of the day, Cassie was in a very toxic, abusive situations, right? And I think the main culprit here, and this is what Diddy preyed on, he knew people was thirsty for their careers. And people would be willing to do whatever. And he got Cassie when she was young. And he's a professional groomer. We know this. Diddy is a professional groomer. All right. Has she done some things? Probably. She probably participated in a lot. But that was Diddy training her. Just like Blueface trained Krishan Rock-Tart. But she wasn't even. See, Cassie had a career and was getting money through modeling. before she met Diddy. All right. But I believe all of these characters that are coming out have some type of skeletons in their closet, okay, including 50. All right, because I'm non-biased over here, but let me remind you, because what 50 did was just elevate and confirm what we all knew about Diddy. And I think the epic part about the documentary is the fact that 50 caught the footage right before, leading up to him getting arrested. And we went over this on our earlier live today. Please go check that out. How Diddy basically turned on his lawyer, and he was clearly tampering with witnesses. Now, for the life of me, why he recorded all of this, child, it's the ego. It's the ego. His ego became bigger than life. That's what happened. He really has gotten away with so much that he completely thinks he is invisible. But this information has been out there. And that's why, for the life of me, I don't understand why JaRule, snap a turtle, look at ass, feel like what he has to say is valid. Because I'm just like, mind your business. Mind your business. All of y'all should have been speaking out, but 50 has been consistent. Say what you want about him. He's consistent. Absolutely. Now everybody talking about, oh, and skeletons in the closet. This goes back for decades, plural. Shall I remind you of Mace when he screwed him? Shall I remind you of Mace?
Yo, I dare this nigga talking about he want receipts. Let's start with your mother, nigga. Your mother got the receipts, nigga. Everything is in your mother's name. That's the one who got the receipts, nigga. You need more proof, nigga? Biggie ain't here, so Big can't give you no receipts. He dead. Craig Mack can't give you receipts. He dead. What are you talking about? Who else? Black Rob can't give you receipts. He dead. And everybody else, you made sign paperwork so they can't talk about what I'm talking about. I'm the only one with the guts. And I sign it, nigga, because I ain't need the money. All money ain't good money. Remember that. Remember that.
Remember that.
Remember that, nigga.
Remember that.
You know who to play with, nigga. Yo, I did it.
You hear what he said in the end? You know who to play with, ninja. Shall I remind you of the Locks begging for their publishing back on Hot 97? Epic interview, and Diddy called in. Or more recently, Nipsey Hussle, executive producer, signing on himself as executive producer. That man thinks he could do whatever the fuck he wants. He thinks he could treat people how he wants. He could play in y'all face. He ain't playing in mine. I never liked him. I'm consistent like 50. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody say. Well, 50 done made the internet erupt, okay? Because all the cowards are coming out of the freaking closet, okay? Let's start with Dame Dash. We went over this the other day, but I just wanted to let you know where it starts. You know, Dame Dash, the nerve of you. Boy, you can't even pay your child support. And they trying to allude that this is all about Daphne Joy. He don't give a F about that little sex worker. I can't wait to that. He don't care. 50 had him. 50 had her already. Diddy was picking up 50 Cent sloppy seconds, just like he did Tupac. Okay? Just like he did I'll Be Sure. Shall I go on? Diddy is down with OPP. Y'all don't think that's sick and weird? None of the men in the hip hop industry, they don't think that's sick and weird. They don't think it's sick and weird that he has orgies with his sons. Nobody want to talk. Y'all think that's a badge of honor? Yo, all these mofos in the industry.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
JaRule, why you ain't come out when they was talking about you running out of the bedroom with towels and stuff? You participating in orgies with Diddy. Why you ain't come out then? Well, Dame Dash had this to say: never trust a black man that will make a documentary tearing down another black man for a white man. That's nasty work. I'm not playing these ghetto games. That's played out. And 50 responded with this: you snag a tooth, motherfucker. Never trust a black man who owes more child support than he is worth. Shout out to Live Bites for this. 50 said, whatever you do, don't believe people like this. They're desperate, looking for attention. Absolutely. Happy holiday, snag a tooth. Never trust a man that can't keep his teeth in his mouth. Child. 50, she said, little sex worker doing it big. Get him, baby. Yes. And even gave that slut a cameo in his documentary. All these bitches are sluts. Every last one of them. They chasing the next millionaire, billionaire. These chicks will do anything. They'll take anything. They'll take that, take that, take that. As long as it means they get in the it parties, they get the top tier DRUGSs, and they get somewhat of a career. And half of them end up getting robbed because nobody does fake paperwork from the beginning. They just keep going on empty promises, child. Like, and that's what happened to half these mofos. Mark Curry, they ain't do their paperwork because they was letting another grown man take care of them instead of getting their asses up and working and taking care of themselves and leveraging this bullshit. Child. All right, so who's next? And I just want to highlight this. Check this out, Naughty Crew. Because remember, I always be talking about how consistent 50 Cent is. And let me tell you something. Persistence and consistency pays off. I'm a firm believer in that. That's how I built this platform, being consistent. Check this out right here. This is food for thought.
3 days ago, 50 Cent commented on one of my videos. Let me tell you why I'm telling you this. Not to brag, but to remind you that consistency matters even when you think nobody is watching. On November 3rd, I just started reposting to Instagram, and now I'm reaching 900,000 people on Instagram alone monthly. And when legends notice, it's not luck, it's alignment. If you're building something and feel invisible, if you feel like it's taking too long, if you're wondering if it's ever going to pay off, this is your sign to keep going. You don't need permission. You don't need validation. You just need consistency. And if you want daily reminders that your dreams are possible, follow me. I'm just getting started. All right, y'all, that's one to grow on. Let me know what you think.
Love it. Okay, so say what you want about 50. He be putting people on. He put a lot of careers on. Look at what he did for Lil Meech with his stinking ass. Don't even want to wash his ass. Look what he did for him. Sent him to acting classes, gave him a career. He garnered a platform. And look at how he did him. Of course, I mean, he gonna always side with his father. I get that. But the first thing you do is go to his arch nemesis. And motherfuckers be mad because 50 call them out. Like, he don't play with them like little ninja. I put money in your pocket. And that's how you want to do me? All right, so Wayans and Marlon, my boy, but I don't like what he doing here, or I don't know if he just putting on and trolling. But Marlon Wayans sat on a podcast and they asked him what he thought about 50's documentary, okay, and he was asked the question, he answered. Let's get into what he have to say. Child, the trolls are trolling. Where was all this energy when Cassie's tape dropped? Because at the end of the day, Cassie may have did a lot of things, but she ain't asked to get stomped on, kicked on, none of that. These ninjas don't never have the same energy. Their energy is misplaced. I'm sorry.
Wrong for doing it, but 50's right for doing it.
It's between him and Puff. And before it's between him and Puff, it's between both of them and God. Just the way Puff is down on his luck and 50's kicking a man when he's down.
God is gonna.
If 50 ever luck turn up on 50, you know, that you got to be careful what you put out. There's a karma to every action that you do.
50's wrong for doing it, but 50.
You don't think 50 know that things is going to come up? He knows this. His baby mama drama and all that stuff, he knows it's going to come up. Okay, and can you look at it like this? 50 was younger. Maybe he caught, a lot of people said, Daphne, he caught her cheating, possibly with the diddler, or maybe he found out about her being an ex-worker. Does that justify his actions? No, but at the end of the day, y'all, JaRule, everyone, y'all bringing up things that's already been rectified in the court, and he was ordered to do certain things, and he did his part. And guess what? We haven't heard anything since. Vivica, still to this day, talks about her encounter with 50. She is still not over that man. She's still not over him. I think Vivica will be the first one to tell us if Diddy was an effed up person like that. That woman, 20 plus years later, is still spooning over that man. Okay? Don't y'all think? Vivica still haven't let it go. Every year, once a year, she mentions 50. And I think 50 like the banter, to be quite honest. I think they cool. Or whatever. I forgot all about this. I forgot that 50 dated Chelsea Handler for a short period of time. Y'all remember that? He took a little try on the clear side. I ain't even mad at him, but he like what he like, okay?
Dating 50 Cent, okay? He convinced me to date him after he was on my show. It was like a Friday that he was a guest, I think. And then I came in over the weekend and there were like dozens and dozens of roses in my office. And my assistant was like, Curtis Cent has called 3 times. And I was like, who's Curtis Cent? She's like, Fitty. I'm like, oh, really? Now it's Fitty? 2 white girls. I'm like, went from Curtis to Fitty?
To 50.
So I was like, oh, and she goes, he wants to call you. I go, I don't want to talk to him. I go, he's like, you know, all those guys used to hit on me. But it was like, just kind of like play.
Right.
But Curtis was sweet. He
felt different.
He was sweet because he seemed gangster, but he wasn't a gangster. Like the fact that he was shot so many times, you're like, how did you get shot? Like that doesn't even make any sense. So then I was like, listen, I'm not going out with you. I go, I have a show in New Orleans this weekend. You're welcome to come. You can meet me in New Orleans. This is my hotel. You're welcome to get a room and you can come to my show. And, you know, we'll go out and have a drink.
Right.
I go, do you want to go for a walk? And he goes, I can't really go for a walk outside. And I was like, who do you think you are? He's like, I can't go for a walk outside. And I was like, I think you can. Like, get over yourself. So we go for a walk.
What?
And it was crazy. Like, every person we saw was like, 50 Cent, like this is, and I was like, oh shit, I didn't get it. Like, I didn't know, you know, we're in New Orleans.
He's trying to tell you.
All like, you know, black people and everyone knew him. And he's like a major deal. He came to my show. He was very sweet. He's such a sweet guy. And he doesn't do drugs, which was the biggest disappointment of all. I was like, you don't drink or do drugs?
Right.
And we only dated for a very short time. But, you know, it blew up because people were like, what are these two doing together? But he really was one of the sweetest people. I'm dating 50 Cent. Okay.
Okay? How many videos coming out about Diddy like that? All the interviews that women did in regards to Diddy, they seem to be under duress. Okay. I posed a question to my audience though. Does 50 Cent deserve to be attacked by the men in Hollywood? In the Hollywood industry. Ugh, I need to fix my grammar there. Y'all let me know. Y'all know what I mean. Okay. All right. Vivica always speaks highly of him, and trust me, that woman looking for something bad to say about anybody else. Ciao. Let's get back to Marlon. Come on, Marlon.
He's right for doing it.
It's between him and Puff. And before it's between him and Puff, it's between both of them and God. Just the way Puff is down on his luck and 50's kicking a man when he's...
That's a sucker answer right there. That's a sucker answer. Like, choose a side. Stand on business, Marlon. Like, stand on business for real. Like, you need to stand on business like King T.I. son.
Ever in life, I stand on business. You drop me somewhere, I stand on business. You drop me in your hood, I stand on business. I don't feel like you stand on business. Yeah, I've been stood on business. I've been stood on business. Ever in life, I stand.
You're not standing on business, bro, okay? Because you sounding, your answers are sounding...
You ever been swallowed up? Swallowed up.
Swallowed up, brother. Swallowed
down.
God is gonna.
If 50 ever luck turn up on 50, you know, that you got to be careful what you put out. There's a karma to every action that you do.
50's wrong for doing it, but 50's right.
See, I was on your side, Marlon, when you was dragging Vlad TV. But you pissing me off.
Baby all close. Nah, you stupid. But yo, look, Puff is
nah. You working with Pac?
Puff for 30 years.
You saw Big before he passed?
Yeah.
Bro, so you're close. And Jack, what were you saying?
In the documentary, there was insinuations of, you know, that Diddy possibly had something to do with both Tupac and Biggie. And, you know.
Who's telling the story, right? You can skew.
People very close to the situation.
But you can create any narrative as a producer and as a director and as a storyteller. I can create a narrative. I could be like, you know what?
You have.
I could create a narrative.
Well, we see it all the time in reality shows.
Like,
reality shows.
Yeah,
you write a
narrative. It doesn't mean it's true. It doesn't mean it's true. I can get interviews. I can do this. I can get footage, and I could make you think this about that person.
Nah, for sure. Yeah.
And that doesn't necessarily mean it's true. So for me, you know, I think, look, 50 and Puff have a long-term beef. It's personal. It's between.
People are saying 50.
We ain't baby all close. Nah, you stupid. But yo, look, Puff is
nah. You working with Pac?
Puff for 30 years.
You saw Big before he passed?
Yeah.
Bro, so you're close. And Jack, what were you saying?
In the documentary, there was insinuations of, you know, that Diddy possibly had something to do with both Tupac and Biggie. And, you know.
Who's telling the story, right? You can skew.
People very close to right for doing it. It's dividing the situation.
This was 50's response to that interview, and I thought it was hilarious. So 50 posted, he said, keep my name out your mouth, boy. Boy, keep my name out your mouth. All right. It didn't stop there, y'all. Because once 50 get going, y'all already know it is never ending. Okay. Please thumbs up the video. He then followed up 50, by the way, with this. Let me see. 50 is hilarious. 50 is hilarious. Please thumbs up the video.
Those aren't the type of parties that I go to. I don't frequent those type of parties. And even if I go, like I said, been doing Diddy parties for 15 years. And I must say, you never let me down, Puff. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. Good times, people. I've never seen any of this. I'm like, when I hear about it, when did that happen? I never, those aren't the type of parties that I go to. I don't frequent those type of parties. And even if I go, like I said, been doing Diddy parties for 15 years. And I must say, you never let me down, Puff. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. Good times, people.
I just wonder how much Diddy is paying these people. I really, really do. Those are the 50 is hilarious. And that's just how Kirk Burrows was saying it happened to him. He woke up, ain't know what was going on. Q from day 26. Let's talk about it, okay? Like, we not gonna have this selective outrage going on. But 50, they need to understand he has never been afraid to speak his mind. He's consistent. This is what he posted. 50 Cent has never been afraid to speak his mind, okay? He said, I dislike Puffy. I don't hate him. And if I didn't say anything when he got in trouble, you might assume that hip-hop culture is fine with everything that he did. I'm the only person saying something about it the entire time. Exactly, because he said, I ain't never scared. I ain't never scared. He's a human. My grandmother used to say, wear white underwears. They'll tell you when to change them. We 50, we ain't old. We are seasoned. Period. 50 is not beat for this nonsense. And shout out to him for having a backbone, having the cojones to speak out and expose this monster. I'm telling you, he's exposing the whole industry as weak as mofos. And it's obvious. Y'all didn't have this much energy. Because it's not like Cassie's the first time we heard of Diddy doing things in public. Shall we talk about Christian's UCLA coach that he beat with a freaking dumbbell or cowbell? What about what's his name? Because they ended up settling when he beat over the You Can Hate Me Now video. Forget his name. Went and beat on him. Like, cause y'all mofos ain't handling y'all business with him and then let that ninja know you ain't gonna be coming up in here exploiting our women and misusing me. And y'all mad at 50 for getting to the bag and telling the truth? And he's like, oh, he don't care about victims and things like that. Child. I feel like 50 woke it up, okay? Woke it up. People are begging, trying to find out why they were not in the documentary. I could tell Gene Deal a little in his feelings too, because he thought he was going to come up off of this. Sometimes people pride. Remember Dylan from the band? He spoke out.
Fifth, how the fuck you leave me out of that documentary? Why? You know, ask the dogs them.
Yeah, you should have put him in there, bro.
I'm here at the barbershop and everybody's talking. By the way, great documentary. But you can't do that, man. Come on.
Yeah, look out for my boy, man.
Yeah, this.
You got to.
In a real life, Fifth, you know that. As a matter of fact, Thirst Moolah got my number. Yayo got my number. You know the link. Links the dogs them. Link the dogs them. And give me a call. Next time you do a documentary like that, do not leave me out. Crazy. Man. Fifth. He just told us to go to the store in Brooklyn and bring him back a cheesecake and walk. He just told us to go to the store and
That's Dylan from the band. He gave the Caribbean vibes them. Shout out to him. Okay. 50 has now created this platform, and Diddy has so many victims and has crossed so many people. Don't be surprised if it's a part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, just like they did R. Kelly. Trust and believe 50 is going to maximize off of this. And people are going to jump at the opportunity. Y'all, JaRule, Marlon, y'all got all this energy for 50. What about all the people that was willing to talk? 50 just a face. I'm just saying. This information have been out here, and 50 was the only one that had the kahunas to explode. But he has a right to his opinion. Say what you want, okay? Then Marlon Wayans clapped back. Okay, Marlon Wayans claps back with this post to 50, trying to make it insinuate that he's a slave, 12-year a slave. Now let's think about this, 50. Really? I don't know. I don't get it. What's the correlation? What's the correlation? What's the correlation? Please thumbs up the video. Y'all get it? Let me see what the comments are saying. This person says, oh, Gossip of the City says Marlon has a T. All of Hip Hop said didn't have this on my bingo card. This person said, I feel you. Don't let dude try to fake bully you. He's not trying to bully him. Marlon started it. I think 50 got you on this one. You were dressed like a whole whoa YT woman. It looked like you and your brother were enjoying it. Didn't you do a sequel? Oh, who y'all think got it so far? Who do y'all think got it so far? 50 or Marlon? Because 50 is going in, okay? 50 is going in. Please get the likes up. Right. He the last person. I don't know what's up with this black on black crime that's going on Beyonce's internet, but all right. Eddie Griffin has something to say though. Shout out to Eddie Griffin. Did he do it? Did he not? Did it?
Because 50 had footage of mother Diddy in a hotel room talking about we're losing.
Dealt in the dirtiest of dirty business. We're losing.
How the did he get footage inside this mother? I'm telling you, don't with it. He got moles, he got CIA agents, he got 50 agents. This 50 is he's MI6. God damn it, this motherfucker double O Negro. Double O Negro.
Thumbs up this video. Okay, Eddie.
I swear to God, boy, you better leave that motherfucker alone. You didn't know this motherfucker had a camera.
And see, that's what the caveat is about this documentary that people don't understand. Because a lot of people are like, oh, this is all information we already knew. No, what he showed by showing that footage in the days leading up to his arrest is that nothing has changed. He has become worse. People are missing the point, okay? People are missing the point.
Wrong, filming your ass, damn near crying. We're losing. Oh my God, we're losing. And they got unlimited booty supply.
Up until his arrest, he was caught with bottles of baby oil, caught with pink DRUGSs, and $9,000 in cash. That man was not going to stop. I don't think he will ever stop. I think he'll still try it. I don't think he learned anything. Shout out to Eddie Griffin, child. Shout out to Eddie. Okay, because they better leave 50 alone. And I know he a lot of things, but they better leave him alone because that man is on the track to be a billionaire the right way, based off of his talents. You know, he doesn't have to harvest people energy, okay? He may have had some disgruntled artists or whatever. Say what you want. 50 always paid his people. And eventually, he would have had to get them off their back anyway. The whole point of me helping you catapult into this Hollywood scene is so that you could go off and be your own damn businessman, okay? But you don't want to keep beefing with 50.
I want to beef with three people in this world: 50 Cent, Kendrick Lamar, and Eminem. 50 Cent made me realize I'm not hating to my truest potential. They asked 50 Cent in the interview, if Diddy seen this documentary, what would you think he would say? He said he think he would say, wow, this man is a menace. This man been gathering evidence longer than the FBI. Netflix just gave him a release date. He uploaded the case files that he been building on Diddy since 2004. I never seen nobody try to crush their enemies the way 50 Cent does. This man giving receipts from the time Diddy was a child until the incident happened with Cassie. This man telling the situation that happened with Biggie, Tupac. This man is a pure devil. I'm telling y'all, if y'all have not watched that documentary, y'all better run. 50 Cent mastered the 48 laws of power. Destroy your enemies completely. Bear in mind, his personal dislike for Diddy is because Diddy wanted to take him shopping. Oh, and he was messing with his baby mama.
Hey, City, it's going down. No Diddy. No Diddy.
You never want to beef with three people in this world: 50 Cent, Kendrick Lamar, and Eminem. 50 Cent.
Period. I really don't think it's just over Daphne Joy, but I can understand why he would feel some sort of way because Diddy was paying her rent. And it's like, you got this ninja around my child. Any father is gonna go ham. I mean, it's out there. I mean, Diddy even F behind Christian with Lori Harvey. Like, I told y'all he down with LPP. Diddy is down with LPP. You're down with LPP. Yeah, you know me. You're down with LPP. Yeah, but you don't want to mess with 50 because he don't never let it go. Ask Tiara Marie. He's still trying to collect his $50,000. He do not play. I know it was a plastic surgery place in Florida or whatever, and 50 ended up taking a picture, but the girl ended up using the image to try to promote a penile enlargement. Oh, 50 sued the shit out of her. Like, you will not be using my likeness. He don't play about his image. He do not play. Say what you want about him. He does not play about his image. Okay. Remember when 50's been consistent? Remember when he spoke on Meek Mill and Diddy relationship? Like, come on now. Please thumbs up the video, y'all. I'm bringing y'all a lot of content and footage. Look.
I say things that are borderline like, oh my God, you're in trouble.
You got close when he offered to take you shopping.
Yeah, you see, Meek is in the same shirt. He's out there in the same shirt.
Holy
this is not
shit.
shit. This is really obviously was not offended by what I was offended by. This is what I'm saying, bro. When he said that.
Okay, like he's just pointing out odd behaviors in the industry. I don't know. Y'all should be happy. But I really, really think the people that are outraged had some canoodling going on with the diddler. I'm just saying that's my opinion, okay? That is my opinion. I'm entitled to it.
Yeah, I just want to be a fly on the wall. I want to be a fly on the wall. I ain't never wanted to be a part of a press conference so bad in my life. This shit look fun. Ooh, working for 50 got to be a lit-ass job. You mean to tell me I can dress up, get paid, just to watch my boss throw shade? Shit, where do I sign up? Hell, orientation probably was lit. He got popcorn on the table, refreshments, little rum and coke. I would have had a mouthful of popcorn asking that man 21 questions. Everybody else at the table be sucking their teeth. Darren, we're ready to go home. Not me. Shit, I'm trying to stay on the clock. I'm not leaving until I find out who shot Pac. Ain't that right, Fifth? Let's take another shot. Everybody, a toast. Working for 50 gotta be lit. This shit gotta be fun. It gotta be equivalent to working for Trump. You get to watch your boss talk shit about people he don't like. Okay, so Trump don't like illegal foreigners. What's new? Another shot?
Facts, okay? Facts. I want to address this comment right here. Hey, JaRule, thank you for your comment. Diddy was filming himself because he was supposed to release his own documentary on Hulu. This speaks to the delusion of it all because he was supposed to have another show about his family. Remember that? I think it was supposed to be on BET, and that got canceled when his lawsuit dropped. He was canceled from a number of things. The nerve of him to think that he was still going to put out a documentary shows how far gone he is. The biggest point that I think everybody's missing, Diddy was an addict. He was an addict. His addiction got so, you talking about a man that came into the industry sober. Okay? And then ultimately ended up being a major drug addict. Please, let's get these likes up. Please, please, please. Right, he didn't pay. Please make sure y'all hitting the like. I'm bringing y'all the tea, okay, on this whole situation. And a lot of stuff is coming up about Biggie. I heard today that the gentleman that spoke out and claimed that Diddy didn't have Biggie pay for his own funeral. He's saying the estate did not do that. Now, mind you, he just became the manager of the estate when Valletta Wallace passed away. Well, check this. He is from the Diddler camp. He is now suing Faith Evans in the estate. Now, Valletta Wallace, she built a whole estate so that Biggie's children will always be taken care of. Smart woman. Well, the new estate manager, because half of it belonged to Biggie's mom and half of it belonged to Faith Evans in care of Biggie's kids. So Faith, she's been sharing those earnings with the children. This guy is suing Faith, saying that she won't reveal the earnings of her half. It's getting crazy. 50 dropping this documentary has opened up Pandora's box. Please like the video, okay? Okay? But some people are out here with unpopular opinions, okay? And over here, we are fair, Naughty Crew. Please thumbs up the video, all right? We are open to all opinions. Y'all let me know what y'all think about what this young lady's perspective is.
Diddy's a monster. Poor Biggie. Like, why would he do that to him? Biggie was such a good, talented guy. Wait, hold up there. Let's hold our horses, okay, everybody? Not saying what he did was right, but we're not going to pretend Biggie was such an innocent sweetheart of a person who was just a talented old young boy from Brooklyn. No, man. No, ma'am. No, sir. Yeah, that man was also a weirdo and a pedo and a pervert. Do we not remember some of the vile things he said in some of his lyrics that we decoded before? Some of the things that he said and things that he did. And then I just can't even get into half the things he said, okay? Not even just on that level, but I mean, he was so disrespectful to God. Now, I know everybody doesn't care about that part, but I sure do. I'm not saying a man deserves to be set up the way he was. However, he opened up that can of worms on his tail when he said half the stuff he said to God disrespectfully. And God will take his hand off of people and he will allow things to happen because they said that they don't care about him, nor do they need him. And I solely remember him saying he did not need God. I do remember hearing that. And then he said when he died, he wanted to go to hell. You know, he said some very crazy things. So I'm not going to say I'm surprised that he was so susceptible to such heinous doings. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to pretend that he was a great person just because of what happened to him and what was done to him. We're not going to do that game. Diddy is a demon walking. We get that. And I'm not going to say what happened to him was just so okay and Diddy wasn't wrong. But hey, I can't say that he didn't have that coming spiritually and physically. He had some downfall coming. He had some demise coming though, honestly. But that's just my 2 cents, okay? Not to be disrespectful, but just to be real. Diddy's a monster. Poor Biggie. Like, why would he do that to him?
Okay, I could understand where she coming from though, because Biggie wasn't the most honorable man, okay, out here. All right, look at how he treated Faith and Lil' Kim and Charlie Baltimore, and the list goes on and on. Okay, the same way Diddy treat women. I mean, there's some stories out there about Biggie. Say what you want. So we're gonna tell it all. Let's tell it all. Let's tell it all. Tell all parts. 50 destroyed Marlon Wayans. 50 destroyed Marlon Wayans. Guys, get these likes up, please. Please get these likes up. Please get the likes up, okay? I'm bringing y'all all of the tea, okay? Because this is how I'm going into 2026, okay, baby? This is what we doing. I'm not beat for nobody's nonsense. I got a short fuse. Here we go.
Or I just block, delete, and keep living my best life. It's called peace. And it's free. Listen, bitch, I don't argue anymore. I just block, delete, and keep living my best life. It's called peace.
It's called protect your peace of mind, okay? That's how I'm going into 2026. And I'm not beat, okay? All right, so Diddy team, let's be fair. Diddy's team fired back. Let's be fair to the diddler. Even though he not fair to us, even though he not fair in the court of law, even though he fight dirty, okay? Diddy's team fires back at Netflix, says the platform used private unauthorized footage in 50 Cent's new doc. Then maybe Diddy should have paid for the footage and it wouldn't be in the doc, okay? Please thumbs up this video. Make sure you are sharing my content, and remember, donations are definitely appreciated, okay? So, exclusive statement from Diddy's rep on 50 Cent's new documentary on Netflix. Here's what they allege. We have confirmed that Netflix used the footage that was never authorized for release, including private moments, pre-indictment materials from an unfurnished project, and a conversation involving legal strategy that were not intended for public viewing. Then why did he record it? Why did he record it? It's like, don't tell nobody a secret or something private about yourself, because the moment you tell them, it's already repeated. Does that make sense? Why, Diddy, why would you create receipts that's not meant for the public? Diddy.
You want me to bring the receipts? Do I need to bring the receipts, baby girl? Because I got receipts. You want me to bring the receipts? Do I need to bring the receipts?
And 50 did that. He brought the damn receipts, child, okay? The footage was created for an entirely different purpose under an arrangement that was never completed and no rights because he didn't pay. Were never, ever transferred to Netflix. A payment dispute between outside parties does not create permission to Netflix. Yes, it does. Let me tell you why. Because until he fulfills the contract, until he pays for the job, that footage belongs to the videographer. Get off my. I don't want to talk about it no more. They sound dumb because he turned on y'all too. He turned on y'all too. And earlier, I told y'all, Kalina from Diddy Dirty Mommy, that bitch is a jealous slut. She jealous. She jealous. I'm gonna tell him. Shout out to the Art of Dialogue. Okay, fair use, fair use, fair use.
Cassie. Love her to death, naive, like getting high. She likes partying. She liked that. Was the thing. She's a model. She was well taken care of. She was.
You told me a story about going to an apartment one time.
Yeah, which one? The fucking one that looked like a closet? That all white fucking condo in New York?
Look at how she look. She knows Cassie's home layout detail. That's a sign of a jealous ass bitch, if you ask me. Okay, she was looking around, wishing it was her. Kalina, the type of dirty bottom foot hoe that would let a nigga beat her between a washer and freaking dryer just so she could have the lifestyle. Okay,
That's just glass with glass stairs escalating up the fucking 70-foot ceiling, 100-foot ceiling.
Look at her motion. That's up to the 7-foot ceiling and glass. She knows all the details. That's a jealous ass bitch. You better be careful having these type of chicks around you and your man, child, because they will fuck your man because they want your life.
Wild shit. Spoiled. So I'm not saying Cassie is not deserving of any of these things, but this was her life. And so though I was okay, I was like middle class, okay.
Kalina, you not even middle class, okay, girl. You was begging Diddy for $5,000. You don't even know your worth. You was begging that man for $5,000 and he told you no. He suckered your ass. And then you want to turn around and put out a statement. That man couldn't even give you $5,000 and you made him millions. Diddy Dirty Money wouldn't be anything without you and Dawn. Girl. Fair use. Please thumbs up the video.
She was like, rich girl, I want to go hang out with my friend for the weekend in fucking Tahiti, okay? And just lay up and get sun, okay?
You asked her how much she was making.
Yeah,
rude. That's rude. You don't never ask nobody how much they making, especially somebody rich. She's rich, bitch. That's all you need to know. She's rich. That's why you mad. You have FOMO on Cassie life. And I have a feeling you going through the same thing. And that's why your kids was lost. Girl, you better look in the mirror and self-evaluate and go get you some therapy and know your worth. Because despite everything, Cassie knew what the fuck she was worth. Okay? As far as you going to compensate me for all this shit.
I just wanted to know where her allowance was because she had an allowance. And I wanted to know if she was being smart with her money and she was being smart with the opportunity, because the first thing I think is like, what would I do in that position? I don't know. I would own homes. I would have owned businesses. I would have been giving other people opportunities.
It's always the broke bitch coming out here trying to tell somebody rich how to spend their goddamn money. Bitch, you wouldn't have been doing all of that because you wouldn't be where you are right now. Begging. No custody of your kids. It's always the next broke bitch trying to tell the next person how to spend their money, child.
I wouldn't have been waiting for Puff to do my project. I would have been doing my own project. I just would have had a lot more.
Kalina, why you ain't been do your own project? Ain't nothing stopping you. This bitch is a lazy artist. Trust me when I
like, nigga, you gonna do this shit for me. Because I would have done it for myself. And so when I asked how much she was making, it was like close to $30,000, almost $50,000 a week. That's a lot of money. Even
Kalina, what I think you was mad about, you was married and you wasn't even getting a quarter of what Cassie was getting. She was only the side chick. She was only the pick of the week. You gotta watch these hoes. I had enough of your dumb ass, Kalina. I had enough of your dumb ass. Please thumbs up the video, y'all. Please thumbs up the video. I'm not playing with these mofos. I'm not. All right. Some more trolling going on, okay? So Marlon and JaRule started releasing pictures of 50 with Diddy. This is JaRule. He said, I'm your karma chump. Look like 50 all over, Diddy all over 50. 50 scratching his head like, the fuck this nigga talking about? The fuck this nigga talking about? Y'all know how 50 do that. The fuck this nigga? Is he about to ask me to go shopping? He said in the beginning he was cool with him at first. Look, Diddy in his ear again. Who want who attention? You ain't proving shit. Diddy, look at him, admire him like, cause y'all know he love him some dark skinned mandingos, okay? He looking like they on the plane together, okay? What does this prove, y'all? Not a crew. Look, it's mad pictures of Diddy and Jay-Z out there, and Jay-Z still denied their friendship through his lawyer, okay? Look, Diddy trying to show off all his jewels. Now this, I don't know. Y'all believe this? This could have been AI. This proves nothing. JaRule, you need to go sit. JaRule, you need to stop. Like, I just want to say,
Girl, what's going on? Girl, what's going on?
This proves nothing. He's always said they were cool in the beginning. He started noticing things. People change. What, you jealous? Because you ain't had a coolness to do the same thing that he did? It's weird. It's suspicious. It's weird, okay? Who's this? Marlon Wayans. Post this up. It looked like JaRule is trying to troll 50 and it's failing. Just for the record, bro, let's correct the narrative, Curtis. Rub-a-dub-dub, stop. I think it's AI. I don't believe it. AI, you can make any type of picture. AI, okay? On the tail end of that, shout out to the Jasmine brand. The petty lie lives on. JaRule hints at releasing Doc on 50 Cent's controversial past. Says there's a lot to unpack. Really? I think we got it out there already. And like he went through the court process. He wasn't convicted. Wasn't enough proof, I guess. And then they want to bring up Daphne Joy, the sex worker's allegations, talking about, oh, she accused him of raping her. But you fucking Diddy, girl. Why? You forced in a freak offs, and you want us, there's no proof. You want us to just take your word for it, you little sex worker. I don't think so. So JaRule hints at dropping a documentary, and I say monkey see, monkey do. Drop all you want. 50 did it first. Yep. 50 did it first. And y'all never be able to take it away from him. Actually, out of all of the documentaries that dropped on Peacock, Hulu, Prime, I think 50 did the best job of putting the whole picture together. And plus, he gave us exclusive footage. Say what you want. Y'all can try to downplay it all you want. Everybody got skeletons in the closet. Every last one of them. Including Cassie. Here's JaRule with another collage of 50 and Diddy. Boy, it's giving you obsessed. It's giving you got something to hide, JaRule. What was under your towel? Did any of those butt plugs make it under your towel? I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Never.
We saw this already. 50 is going viral. Bottom line.
My $5 million documentary will not be taken down because of Diddy's lawsuit. He presents himself as a godfather, but people around him are finally waking up. How do we get the videos? It's simple. When a person's empire starts to collapse, the first to leave are not his enemies, but those who were once closest to him. Look at the real him in the footage, sitting in a car, telling his own team on camera that he feels dirty and needs to wash up. What a fitting metaphor. Of course he's dirty. How many people did he step on to climb to where he is? Listen to him shouting at his lawyer on the phone, plotting how to control the narrative and manipulate the law. This isn't an act, this is his true daily reality. What is he even suing about? His entire empire was built on silencing others. But this time, I secured the broadcasting rights, and Netflix has provided a global stage. His money and legal threats won't work here. My team and I are fully prepared to fight this to the end, ready to handle all his legal challenges. This documentary will remain for the world to see what he tried so hard to hide. This is the final word.
Period. This is the final word. Only thing they had to say is, I don't condone what Diddy did, but y'all ain't speak up either. Please thumbs up the video, like the video. They all have skeletons in a closet. And that is the theme of this whole thing, okay? But at the end of it all, the fact still remains. Number one, y'all mad at 50. He just added on to what was out there, but he's out here having a good old time, okay?
We're with Daddy 50, and this fucks. This fucks. The 200-year age. 100-year. Get it correct. Yeah. He never misses. He does it right. It's better than anything we've ever tried.
Cognac's been aged over 100 years. It's very rare. It's not like something you can just go get out of a shelf store somewhere. Branson 505 edition.
Wow.
Cheers. Go cry about it.
Hey, we outside.
50 making big money moves, JaRule. You still performing at basketball games and can't fill the whole stadium. Let's talk about it. He is making money moves, and that's why y'all mad. Name the liquor that JaRule sponsored. And 50 didn't just say, like, oh, I'm gonna be the face of a liquor brand like Diddy. Diddy was just overpaid brand ambassador for Ciroc, okay, and De Leon. 50, this is his own. Branson. He curated this whole thing. It's a $20,000 cognac. He's getting his bag. I don't see the bags that you are getting, JaRule, still. You still haven't bounced back from 50 trolling you from 20 years ago. Bro, get out of here. Get off my screen, okay? If this is all 50 did was confirm what everyone, the information that was out here. They ain't had this energy for Keefy D when he was out here running his mouth. Can't do the music. Hearing Keefy D confirm Diddy hired him to delete Tupac. It's been out here. Y'all ain't had the same energy. Y'all did not have the same energy. All right, up next, we want to get into Cassie and her skeletons and how tables turn. Like, you may have had a win when you when he settled with you in 24 hours for the lawsuit, but things are coming out. Shout out to Couture Bay. She's always said Cassie is not as innocent as she seems. It's all an act. They all act, okay? So please get these likes up. We're going to get into Cassie next. I'm going to take a 30-second break, and I'll be right back. Get the likes up, people. Share this live out. Please get the likes up. All right, y'all. We're going to get into Cassie next. Hey, y'all. Hey, yes. Cassie was not innocent. And we know this. Anybody that's surrounded by Diddy, you can't be innocent because he's going to peer pressure you into doing what he wants to do. And we all know this about him. It's still... He was just a horrible influence on people. Look at what he did to us. All right, let's start off with Mace again, okay? He's still standing on business.
Telling people I don't care what you do on your own time. Because we do care. Cam is lying if he tell you, I don't care what you do on your own time. And then Stat follows up. And women, you gotta stop. For real, put the camera on me, for real. We gotta stop telling niggas what you do in your own personal time has nothing to do with me. It does, my nigga. If you call, come on, man. Yeah, it does matter. It does matter. Those are the lies that are going on in society. We tell people it don't matter, but behind your back, it matters. And that's what we gotta first start off by saying. Like you hear Stats saying this because what people do in their bedroom, that's between them. Not necessarily true, but I understand. You get what I'm saying? Because you telling them it don't matter, but then it does matter. And anybody watching this knows it does matter. Even to people that participate, it matters. Because people will say, oh, it don't matter. And as soon as they find out, they're outing them, so it matters. Yeah. You know, and when
it matters. When people don't mind their business, it matters, okay? Shall I remind you of the time Terrence Howard told a story when he felt like Diddy was trying to smash him, okay?
Did you ever have the opportunity where you got invited and he said no to it?
Hell yeah.
No.
Puffy invited me for weeks asking me to come and wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music and he's sitting there just looking at me, like waiting. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to fuck you.
Oh,
that's what my assistant said. And I was like, oh, now I get it. A number of producers come in and make the approach and you threaten to punch them in the mouth or threaten to knock their head off for talking to you like, or looking at you like you're a woman.
Come on now.
When you approach a real man about his masculinity, you're going to get a real reaction back.
The music industry, it seems to be a very dark place. A lot of backhanded, underhanded deals happen. A lot of people sell their soul for fame and fortune. And hopefully with videos like this, it serve as a warning to know that, listen, go with God, keep your light, keep your heart, keep your soul, so that when you're successful, you don't got to question it.
Did you ever have the opportunity?
Period. You don't let nobody, no other man bend your will. And that's what a lot of this what happened. It happened to a lot of these industry cats. All right. So let's get into Cassie and her other side, child. Don't have a tape of hers, even though Diddy was the one sharing them out, according to 50, okay? Let me see if I can find that. Y'all remember back in the day? When 50 exposed that Diddy had sent a tape of Cassie in a freak off. Y'all remember? Please thumbs up the video. I know I remember clear as day. Let's see, is this it? Yeah, this is it. Here we go. Shout out to Live from the Plaza for this footage. Fair use, fair use, fair use. And we're giving our commentary.
No, I don't know. I know. Check this out. On the up and up, the fuck, like he called, we should kick it on telephone and after the maze.
Right.
And
he said right there, me and Puff, we used to kick it. So that's what they showing all them pictures. 50 always said that him and Puff, we used to kick it.
And the nigga be like, matter of fact, that they send me the girl pictures, like pictures of this girl, like not the shit that y'all saw. Worse, way worse.
Wow. Oh, you kidding me up?
Like penetration pictures and
Nah, come on, man. Come on, Phil.
all that. And I didn't even I called the nigga, I said, yo, you with this girl? Like you really you like her like that? And he was like, yeah, that's my girl. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna send you something. You look at it, you call me back. I sent him the photos, the pictures and everything. And the nigga called back and was like, yo, thanks, man. Yo, I really appreciate that. Yo, where you get these shits from? And I said, you know, like, because they know, like, if something crazy is going on, if they send it to me, I'll make sure it get out there. Like, as far as this video.com is concerned.
Yeah, yep.
And those other properties. So they sent it to me. But, you know, I really kind of felt like those photographs were not happening because of Cassie. I felt like they was happening because of Puffy.
So I'm not going to go with what were the pictures about. They are what they are. What, like, clearly, I guess the thing I want to know is who. I was told they were leaked. True or false?
True.
Not by you, right?
Not by me. Definitely not by me.
Do you know who did it, or do you have an idea?
We're closer to an idea of who did it. Yeah, it's being somewhat investigated. I mean,
She's still taking up for Diddy. She's still taking up for Diddy. You see this, right? Oh, they still investigating. She's still covering. 50 clearly said that Diddy sent him the pictures.
I'm really supposed to talk about it like that,
right.
But yeah, I think we're close to finding out who it was.
Man, I don't know. I know. Check this out. On the up and up, the fuck, like he called, we should kick it on telephone and after the maze.
Right.
And the nigga be like, matter of fact, that they send me the girl pictures, like pictures of this girl, like not the shit that y'all saw. Worse, way worse.
Wow. Oh, you kidding me up?
That was Diddy's way of testing the waters. He wanted to see if he could bait 50 into the lifestyle. And these are the things that 50 has been pointing out all through these years. He's been pointing them out from back in the day. When is that from? Back in 2010. We are in 2025, almost 2026. Diddy has been consistent, okay? But I think Cassie, along the way, after all getting knocked between the washer and dryer and being passed around like a rag doll, at some point, she got sick and tired of being sick and tired. And she started getting angry. Okay? But Cassie is not innocent. We know this, okay? Half of them are. We know they all got skeletons in their closet.
Yeah, you don't have to see it, but it's my life and I'll kill you.
Yeah, but
No, I will kill you if you don't show me right now. I will kill you and I will hide you and I will cut you up and put you in the dirt right now. Pull it up. If you have it, pull that up. Because if not, I'm going to kill you and then he's going to kill you again. So just do it. Pull that up right now. You got that pull that up. I'm going to kill you. You don't understand. I don't give a I've never killed anybody in my life, but I will kill you because you're with me. You're with me in my life right now. If I saw a video of you doing anything that you didn't want people to see, I would show you the video so you could tell me what the
What amazes me, she doesn't have that energy for Diddy, and he's the one passing her around, recording her. She don't have the same energy.
Happened. You're playing games with me, telling me you saw some. Now you're saying you didn't see some. You're with me. I'm going to you up. I don't think you understand. And it's not going to be my hands, and it's not going to be blood on my hands. Someone else is going to do it. So you have to tell me right now, and I'm recording this whole shit. FYI, tell me what the you're talking about. Because this is not cool. We're not playing. I'm not playing with you, Sujit. Like, you saw some Yes, you're my brother. Be my brother and tell me what you saw. You're going to be able to find it? Yeah, you don't have to see it.
Okay, so we know, Cassie, this was played out in court. But this is the image she had to put out to the world as well.
I think there's a lot to be said for somebody that takes on a challenge. I think it's admirable, but everybody's always going to have their opinion.
Is there anything that you're still learning on a daily basis?
I would have to say I'm still learning to not second guess myself, because I think it's really easy to go into this hole and start to worry, and the times in my life where I didn't do that, it was just so much more successful and stress-free.
Where does that confidence come from? Like the not second guessing yourself?
I dig for the confidence from other times where I felt just great, and putting myself back in that vein. I meditate, I do different things to just help me stay focused. I think there's a lot to be said for somebody that takes on a challenge. I think it's admirable, but everybody's always going to have their opinion.
Is there anything that you're still learning on a daily basis?
I would have to say,
people need to understand it's this thing called media training. She was trained with the media. And here's the other aspect too. Just like I looked at Diddy, his downfall is he was an addict. And what he would do, because misery loves company, he will create other addicts around him, peer pressure everybody into doing drugs. Cassie says she was addicted to drugs for years. For years, all right? Well, we went over yesterday. Shout out to NewYorkOnline.org. One of the ex-workers, one of the escorts, is suing Cassie, okay? Former ex-worker Clayton Howard wins court approval to serve Cassie in civil court case, okay?
Good evening, TikTok community. This is Clayton, author of Cassie, Victim or Co-Conspirator, also recent participant in 50 Cent's documentary, which I will not speak badly about, despite the fact I do have some negative feelings about it. So today, audience, Cassie was finally served with the lawsuit against her. A lot of women out there believe that Cassie's a victim, and you believe Cassie's a victim because of the domestic violence she faced. Again, like I've said in a lot of different interviews, domestic violence is horrible and no woman deserves to be abused. But Cassie was not abused to be in no sexual encounters, people. That is a factual lie that was manipulated by the U.S. Attorney's Office. People, you may not want to believe it because Cassie's a beautiful girl and she was young when she started this, and many of you women who don't look like her look up to her, because women look up to beautiful women. But just because a woman is physically attractive, it doesn't mean she's a damn superhero, people. Cassie's not a superhero. Good evening, TikTok community. This is Clayton, a superhero because she's physically attractive. Cassie's a human being. Cassie, like every other woman on this planet, is capable of deception and manipulation. Cassie lied, people, and I'm not going to sit back anymore and pretend like this is not what it is. Many people hate Sean Combs because of the horrible things he has done to a lot of people. Audience, I am not a fan of Diddy. He has done horrible things to people. But I am a supporter of those who may have been set up and maliciously prosecuted. Diddy was guilty, but the way he was prosecuted was wrong because the co-conspirator of that RICO was Cassie and Jane. Now, Jane, I don't speak badly about. One, I've never met her. Two, she seemed like she had enough integrity in the end to tell the truth. Cassie is the only one still manipulating this victim position as she was forced to have these sexual encounters. Cassie was in love with Diddy. Cassie wanted to be the girl who showed Diddy that she was willing to do anything for him. People, I know this. I'm a superhero because she's physically attractive. Cassie's a human being. Cassie, like every other woman on this planet, is capable of deception and manipulation. Cassie lied, people, and I'm not going to sit back anymore and pretend like this is not what it is. Many people hate Sean Combs because of the horrible things he has done to a lot of people. Audience, I am.
All right, so he's speaking loud and proud. Clayton Howard. All right, he has another position. How come the ex-workers or the escorts aren't treated as victims as well? He's been speaking loud and proud. He was on the Art of Dialogue. Shout out to them. Here's his interview with the Art of Dialogue. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments.
You read the letter that she wrote to the judge?
I heard parts of her letter, to tell you the truth, and people was like, "Oh, you should read her letter." But reading her letter and hearing the parts, I'm saying, excuse me, because I didn't read it, but hearing the parts I heard about her being still having nightmares, and all of this, and all of the little few things I say, because I can't even say all of this. That's an expression. I heard a few things, like she said she was having nightmares, and the trauma that was impacted on her life, she's gonna feel it for years. But the truth of the matter is she made the decision to undergo that trauma. I wasn't aware of the true nature of the situation. Daniel Phillip, he wasn't aware of what was really going on. Jules Theodore, he didn't know about me or Daniel Phillip. The Punisher didn't know about me, Daniel Phillip, or Jules Theodore. But you know who knew about everybody in that situation? Cassie. Because Cassie was letting all of us run up in her. Some of us run up in her raw, lying to us, making us think that she was only sleeping with us and she was actually taking care of herself. When the truth is, she was just a cum dumpster. And I don't want to be rude and mean by saying that, but any woman who would just randomly let strange men she's attracted to orgasm inside of her is a cum dumpster. That's what she was. And she was lying to myself and dozens of other men while she was a cum dumpster for Diddy. And she could have possibly put my life in danger. So I totally think she should be criminally liable.
You read the letter that she wrote to the judge?
All right, so he feels like she should be criminally liable. What do you think, Naughty Crew? Like, should, because he's alleging all sorts of things, transmission of STIs and things like that. And it's like, does she know that she had them? It's weird. It's a lot. It's a lot. Okay, that's not all he had to say. Here we go. Please thumbs up the video. Because this is my thing. Could it be possible, like, she was so deep in a depression, like she just stopped caring about herself? Maybe it was the rugs. I think it's just very one-sided. Like, why not sue both? Like someone said in the comments. Like, why aren't you suing Diddy? And did anyone ever look at like this? Diddy, as we saw from the documentary, is very calculated and very manipulative. Notice he always had the women call and set up the freak offs and choose the men and things like that. That's so that his hands are clean. He did that on purpose. Here's some more of what he had to say.
So good morning. I am Dave, the man who has just sued Cassandra Ventura for damages involved in the Sean Combs sex trafficking trial. And I'm looking through social media and I see a lot of the women out there, particularly black women like myself, who choose to victim shame me and try to do everything they can to discredit me, because the truth is that the loss of the Sean Combs trial was a loss to the Me Too movement and to hating women like the women who are trying to insult me. So let me tell you something, you women out there who would like to insult me. This is my story. I was paid by Cassie, Cassandra Ventura, for 8 years to be her male provider. I didn't have to be the best looking guy. I was the best in bed. And because I was the best in bed, guess what? I was given this arrangement. I was coerced. I was drugged. I was manipulated with promises of money and gifts for over a period of 8 years to continue to be this woman's provider at her expense and at the expense of Diddy. Now, at the time, legally, I didn't know my rights as well as I do now. I didn't create this conflict with Cassandra Ventura. She created it with me. She's the one who decided to bring up things that happened over 10 to 15 years ago to hold Sean Combs accountable for what was a partial truth. She's the person who introduced me to the U.S. Attorney's Office. She's the person who told the U.S. Attorney's Office about our relationship. So in essence, those out there who want to hate on me, who want to say that I'm attacking Cassie, you should realize the truth, that Cassandra Ventura, your idol, did this to herself. She exposed herself to liability when she got on the stand and decided to mention me as the male escort who was with her when she overdosed and Diddy made her have sex with him. That was a lie, people. Cassie had just woke up from sleeping 8 hours. Myself and Sean Combs were exhausted. We wanted to go home. Cassie's the one who forced that sexual encounter. People, she tells you that Sean Combs made her have sex on her menstrual cycle. I can't speak for anyone else but myself. But I know the one time that did happen, that Sean Combs was not responsible for that Cassie, in a drunken, intoxicated, hormonally imbalanced state due to her period, manipulated and forced herself on me during her menstrual cycle. And what I mean by that is I had no knowledge she was on her menstrual cycle because the room was completely dark. She manipulated the room. She manipulated the environment to get what she wanted, and then she totally got up like I was the one who should have been grateful. You're on your period. That's disgusting, and I deserved more respect than that. As a man, if I had laid down with a woman and forced myself on her and orgasmed in her and she got up and it was leaking out of her, guess what? I would have raped her. So by statute, by case law definition, Cassandra Ventura sexually assaulted me. I'm not looking to destroy Cassie. I've given Cassie more than a year to settle this before things got out of control. The problem is she's being supported by women like you who would choose to attack male victims instead of accept the truth, which is that a woman could have lied to get revenge on the ex-boyfriend who broke her heart. So good morning. I am Dave, the man.
Sorry, guys, I was muted. Thank you, Tells. I bring you this point. I take you back to the point of the trial when Capricorn Clark was testifying about the Kid Cudi situation, and she was conversing with Cassie, stating, like, look, you know Diddy is going to go crazy. You need to stop seeing him. You need to leave him alone. You need to leave Diddy. Stop subjecting yourself to this abuse. And Cassie's comment back to her was, well, who else am I going to date? Jay-Z is taken. You still can't hear me? Let me know if you guys can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Okay. All right. All right. So you have that type of mindset. And I think being in this environment, eventually you're going to evolve into the beast. You're going to start mirroring your abuser at some point in time. And although I can see his perspective, I still feel like he's throwing Cassie under the bus for his own self-gain. I mean, he's got all the TikToks and everything going. He's got more to say, Naughty Crew. Let's get into it. Here we go.
Okay, hey, good morning. As you can see, I'm about to do my morning run. So this is just a quick PSA, and I want to say a warning to everyone out there who is misquoting that lawsuit to make it seem as though that Cassie is being sued because she aborted a child without my consent. I want to warn you that to post a statement that is the situation could be considerable as liable and slander. And I'm going to tell you why. Because nowhere in that lawsuit does it say that Cassie had an abortion without my consent. The exact wordage of what it says is that Cassie had an abortion and I disappeared for several months and she had an abortion. And then in the following sentence, it explains that even though she had an abortion, she continued to sleep with me, forgive me, it's a little early, for years. Now, the reason I mention that is not to embarrass Cassie. Again, I've explained to the general public that for almost a year, I tried to quietly work behind the scenes with Cassie. The truth of the matter is this, ladies who want to hate on me, people who want to claim I have no victimhood. I said this to you yesterday. I'm going to say it again. Cassandra Ventura did this to herself. She's a pathological liar. She lied through her teeth to try to avoid the criminality of the situation that she was in with Puffy. Neither one of them were co-conspirators. They were just a freaky couple into freaky stuff that created this grand scheme to manipulate male escorts throughout the states. And they did this for over a decade. So now Cassie should not have been the government's star witness. Cassie should have been a co-conspirator. But the government, these 6 white women prosecutors, and I don't say this because I think they're racist. I believe that the unity of their ethnicity created a very strong feministic bond with Cassie and the women who were abused in this case. And so they, as women, not racist, decided to use their feminist stance to prosecute Diddy as a DV offender instead of as a RICO offender. And they tried to incorporate his domestic violence to make them RICO-worthy offenses. That was wrong. Don't be mad at me, Me Too, because I'm exposing Cassie to be a liar. You should be mad at the U.S. Attorney's Office for wasting millions of your taxpayer dollars to prosecute a man for a lie. People, I'm not trying to embarrass Cassie, people. I contacted Douglas Wigmore for months. I may not agree with Tyrone Blackburn. I may not think he's the most ethical attorney, but he did reach out to Cassandra Ventura several times and allow them the opportunity to mediate this before it hit the general public. See, people, Cassie wants you all to support her as a victim, as a woman who is offended. Now, because of your support, Diddy immediately settled out her lawsuit. Don't support her with a lie. Don't allow your arrogance and your need to just be right, Me Too supporters out there, to continue to champion a woman who lied to you. Cassie, women like Cassie, are going to destroy the Me Too movement. Because see, what they do is they're criminals who use the toxicity in their relationships, to avoid criminal liability. This is what Cassie did. Do not misquote me. I don't want to have to sue you, World Star, or anyone else who misquotes me to say that Cassie is being sued because she aborted a child without my consent. People, Cassie wasn't my girl. She was Diddy's girl. I didn't have no damn consent if she got pregnant. The only reason it's mentioned is to show you that.
Well, I say to this. You consented to be a sex worker. And you also consented to sleeping with her without protection. So you were willing to take the same risk, if you ask me. Because the uterus wants to get pregnant. And I want to go back to the birds and the bees 101. Everybody knows how you get pregnant, right? This some patriarchal bullshit.
Even though this woman was impregnated by me, people, and I disappeared for almost a year. The second I got out of jail, because people, I was in jail, I did a parole violation. So when I got out, I was messed up. I needed money. This is why I called Cassie, people, because I was kind of financially trapped in this situation.
No, you thought you were going to garner some funds off of her. You trying to extort her now. Is that what I'm hearing?
Because I needed their resources, and they would manipulate the hell out of me. Cassie would promise me 20, 30 grand and then give me 5 or 6 when I got to Miami. After I impregnated her, I managed to call her on one of her numbers.
Where's the proof? Her body, her choice, just like it's his body, his choice. You chose to be in that situation. You chose the profession of an escort. You chose to sleep with her without protection when you know the risk.
Numbers when I got out of prison. She flew from LA to New York on her own with Diddy to come talk to me and tell me about the pregnancy. She cried in my face in the Gramercy Park Hotel. Diddy was right there. She told me how much she wanted to keep the baby. She had no.
How we know the baby was yours, sir? Diddy was ordering trains be ran on Cassie. That could have been anybody, baby. How we know that was your baby? This is how people troll situations. They take the worst situations and they dig and they go to the bottom of the barrel like shit on the bottom of your shoe just so they can garner attention and get money off the situation. This is a money grab to me.
Kids, but she didn't know what happened to me. She told me I should have called from Rikers Island. People, I
highly doubt she did all of that. I don't believe it. I highly doubt. Why? She's around circles of the elite. Why would she, if she getting rid of the baby, why would she go through the extent of going on flights to contact him to let him know? How Cassie know that was your baby? She was a cum bucket, according to you. So how you know that was your baby? What the fuck? What the more reportage is going on? What? Naughty crew. What the? This whole shit is.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
Sir.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Exactly, Tells. This is what I'm saying about him. Continue to talk on the internet. I know his lawyer is advising him against it. Exactly. Quietly sue, sir. No, you want to clout chase the situation so that you could garner money off all the social media and everything. All of a sudden, you entitled to all of this. When you signed up to be a freaking escort for a living, that you know that comes with risk. Don't y'all got to get tested all the time? You know the risk you take when you don't use protection. Hell, Jonathan Odie sued Diddy for contracting the herp from him, allegedly, and he won. You know Diddy and Cassie's sex slave? Before you? They Miami sex slave?
I'm gonna be honest, I was embarrassed. At this time, I knew who they was, and I don't know why I was embarrassed telling Diddy I was in jail. Like, I think about it now like I was an idiot. But the truth is, I was embarrassed. You know, I didn't.
You're dumb. You're stupid. Oh my God, Naughty Crew.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
May God have mercy on your soul for what you are doing. It is no good. There is no good that is going to come out of this for you, sir. And you don't think going on public platforms, calling her a cum bucket, that's not slander or defamation? Or let me guess, you don't think you have malicious intent. You're just telling your truth. Naughty Crew, that is why I am going into the new year with this attitude, and I don't care what nobody effing say. F all these people.
Listen, bitch, I don't argue anymore. I just block, delete, and keep living my best life. It's called peace. And it's free. Listen, bitch, I don't argue anymore. I just block, delete, and keep living my best life. It's called peace. And it's free.
I'm done. I'm done. Okay. You know, this will all be handled in the court of law. But he gonna get what he looking for. He gonna get what he looking for. But here over at the Naughty Love Movement, we try to be fair and give all sides of the story. I think the only person that has been vindicated, Naughty Crew, is Couture Bay. Shout out to Bree over in Asia Girl. Okay, you was right. Cassie do got another side, child. She got another side. I think all these folks in Hollywood got another side. I think Lauren London got another side. I think all these that be walking around here trying to look all pretty and cute got another side, and they all walking around with disease infested cootie cats from sleeping with all these industry men that are sexual deviants. And that's my opinion, and that's I'm sticking to. I love you all. I appreciate every last one of you joining me. I hope you all enjoyed the show. Okay. People need to leave 50 alone. People need to leave 50 alone because they mad because
ever in life. I stand on business. You drop me somewhere, I stand on business. You drop me in your hood, I stand on business.
I don't feel like you stand on business.
Yeah.
They jealous. They mad because 50 had the kahunas to stand on business and hold Puff feet to the fire because the rest of them wasn't willing to do it because they scared motherfuckers. They don't let this man with no damn talent come up in the industry and become a gatekeeper. How you gonna be a gatekeeper of hip-hop and you can't even rap? How's that happen? In what world does that make sense? Been stealing talent from other artists for years, robbing them blind. Y'all mad at 50? Child, please. I love you all. I hope you all have a good evening. I wanted to jump on here because there was just too much going on. And I just couldn't let it go past my timeline anymore. I hope you all enjoyed the show. Make sure y'all like, comment, and share, and leave it in the comments. I want to know what your thoughts are. I want to know what you think about all these homosexual retirees coming up in closet with they dead ass careers, trolling 50 and mad about him dropping a documentary on the industry's devil. And y'all let me know what y'all think about this dude suing Cassie and making all these allegations. I have a number of questions. He claims he contracted this and that from Cassie. How we know it came from Cassie? Because if you was willing to do it with her with no rubber on, bro, God knows how many other clients you did that with. How you just gonna put that directly on her? Then you want to bring up babies. How you know that was your baby, sir? I got a lot of questions. See, a lot of people be out here clout chasing and trying to come up off a negative situation to garner attention so that they could get your sympathy and your money out of your pocket. He ain't no better than Dr. Umar, the fraud. You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? I'm over it. And it's time for me to get myself together for tomorrow. Yeah, but to all my haters that don't like my commentary.
And I wanna say thank you in case I don't thank you enough.
I embrace my haters, but if y'all got something to say though, y'all could just pull up on some real.
You don't want no problems, you just talk like you do. Let me show you that you don't want no problems.
If y'all want to bring it, I'll drop the link for you. I love you all. Hope you all have a beautiful, blessed evening. Until next time, Naughty Crew, I'm out. One.